Hello again, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in part of the world. It's me again, Mark, and this is another video to be posted on my YouTube channel. If you had been watching me, if you had been subscribed to my YouTube channel, the last day I posted a video regarding and explaining about a socialized housing, or the most affordable housing development here in the Philippines. And for today, and of course I posted in that video, I post a property or a subdivision that falls into a category of socialized housing. And for this video, I just make a separate video, but it's still connected with the topic, and maybe you were not able to check the video, you were not able to finish, and this video is continue of the video I posted recently. And maybe you are watching this video and this is your first time on my channel, you can go to my videos and you can check on the socialized housing. That on that video I explained about socialized housing. And if you are new to my channel, and if you think my videos are interesting, and I am encouraging you to subscribe, and you can share my video, you can like my video, and you can also leave a comment on a comment below. And let's start. And the purpose of this video, again, it's just only I want to show a subdivision particular located here in Canasuhan, Karkar, a socialized housing development developed by a private sector, private real estate developer, and not a government socialized housing program. And let's start the video. And it's raining now. This is the example of the socialized housing that we are going to check. We are outside of their subdivision, and they have this commercial spaces outside, and that's the name of the subdivision. It's Esperanza Homes in Canasuhan, Karkar. And as you notice, they have here the security, the entrance exit of the subdivision, and the guardhouse. And this is the socialized housing here in Karkar. And look at the houses. That's what I told you, a one-story house. The good thing with this socialized housing is mostly, if we will find, especially in the government development, once we talk about socialized housing, the houses is bare unit. Bare, that means the house doesn't have bedroom partition, and the floor is not tiled, and there is no paint. And this one is not developed by the government, it's developed by the private sector, the real estate developer. And look at what their subdivision, their houses. That's the example. That's one. It's a corner house. Look at that. So they have, that house has already a partition, a bedroom partition, and a tiled floor, and a painted walls. And they have allowance from they have land allowance. Some of the houses here, they develop their front, they turn it into an extension, and some they don't. Instead, they make it a garden. Like example with this corner house, look at his house, he turned it into a garden. And we will check the subdivision amenities of this socialized housing. And there is a house open. Let's try to check. So it's painted walls and tiled floors, and with bedroom partition. And this is their subdivision amenities. They have a good decent open space for garden, for play area for the kids. And they have this garden here, and they have, let's open, and they have basketball court, and they have like that the garbage chute, and it's closed, it's raining. See, they have this open garden for kids play area. So that's their subdivision amenities. And they have two-story townhouses here also. As far as I remember, this subdivision is already been sold out. And that two-story townhouses, way back when the project was still in a pre-selling stage, the prices of those houses were still below 1 million. So it means it still falls under the category of socialized housing. But now, this year, 2025, I don't know if that price is still under 1 million. I think it's more than 1 million. So, and that is the neighborhoods of this subdivision. They have a decent road, they have a good supply for the water, and they have this post for the electricity, and they have a subdivision wall, perimeter wall, and they have that drainage system. And this is the example of socialized housing, and this is developed by a private sector or real estate developer. Because if we are going to check a subdivision, a socialized subdivision by the government, this is not the same like this. Because as I mentioned, if the government socialized housing, the houses are not painted, they don't have tiled floors, and they don't have bedroom partitions. And this is the example of socialized housing. Hopefully this video helps you to decide if you have socialized housing in your community or in your area. Then consider it buying, especially if you don't have a property, because forever renting is not really good. Maybe for now it's good, but later on in the coming years you will think that you have to decide to get your own house, because owning a house than renting, owning a house is better than renting. You have your peace of mind, you have your own space to develop, to design, and you have your own place that you really call your own. So this is the housing, the socialized housing. Look at the subdivision. And take consider again, if there is a development in your area, if there is an offer socialized housing, go for it. If you have property, then maybe this socialized housing, it can be your rental business. If you will say, you don't have socialized housing because you have property, then it's better, but then you can still get this property as your rental business. Thank you, and God bless you all. So this has been me again, Mark. Thank you for watching my video from start to finish, and see you again on my next vlog. Thank you and bye bye, and God bless you all. Have a great day.